I think next time I do my hair, I'm going to go back up these bangs. I think everything else looks perfect. I was just looking at it, and I love it. I just want to go up a couple more spots. Like the shadow, these little under bangs. Oh, but I love it. It was just a shock how a little bit darker it was. But I love it. I love it. I was just looking in the bathroom mirror, and it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful blend. Love it, love it, love it. Hi. Hi, it's your girl Liv. Hi, Ashika. Hi, Tay Tay Slays. Hi, Ro. Hi, Mia. Hi, Psych. It's hard to read against these stripes, but I wanted to cover up a little more. Well, it is what it is. Thank you for calling me queen. That's so sweet. I can't read against the stripes. I was trying to cover up more. Hi, Belka Hill. I'm going to call you Belk right now. Hi. You want me to zip, but then I can't read your name. Good morning, Jackie. I'm like trying to read against the stripes. Hi, Milo. Hi, Harley. They do look bigger each day, huh? I was trying to cover up and look more appropriate. No, it's not working. I didn't want to just have the tank top on. So I put on I got my pajamas on. No? It's not looking more appropriate? I can't win? Oh, damn. Okay, well, let's just do my skincare. I told you I can't really hide them. What's your body count? Rude. Some things you don't ask. There's some questions I don't answer. I don't kiss and tell, first of all. And it's not like I've kissed that many. Second of all, you guys ask me some questions I won't answer. This isn't OnlyFans. Regardless if I have a large chest and I'm in a tank top in the summer. I did try to cover up with this to make it a little better. So make your comments a little better, please. I'm trying to meet you guys halfway. Contact me privately for what? For what? Is it business? Business or pleasure? Because I don't need to be contacted for pleasure. And I don't need to be contacted for spicy business, I don't need that kind of business. It depends what it is, whether I want to be contacted or not. I like my privacy. I don't skateboard. I can't take the risk, Bram. I have bone disease and stuff like that. I just can't take the risk, unfortunately. I used to skateboard. I used to roller derby. I used to do MMA. I was a rough and tumble chick. Not anymore. Now I'm a delicate little flower. What do I use for skincare in the morning? Okay, so I already used the Motka's Hydrating Cleanser. And after that, I used the Medicube Glutathione HR Toner. After that, I used the Cosrx. This helps with your pores. It helps with hydration. It helps with overall skin tone. And then I am putting on my eye cream by Medicube. This is the Deep Lift. They don't make this anymore, so this is precious to me. Squeezing every last drop. I've got 2 tubes of it. And after that, they made something else. They made, it's in a new tube. This is their new eye cream. It's a revitalizing eye cream, but it doesn't say Deep Lift. Hi, your local slushy? What flavor? What flavor are you, your local slushy? Dare I ask? Hi, Krista. Hi, Jack. Save you from what? Thank you. Thank you. And as I go, I will continue to tell you the skincare I'm using. But I use Medicube. Mostly Medicube. And then I have a few other things like the Cosrx. And then so the next one I'm going to use is this Medicube vitamin C. It's got the little things in it. And then after that I use Some by Me. Me is spelled M-I. Some by Me. Moisturizer. I love this. It has tea tree in it. After that, I use something for my neck called Yakuza. Yakuza. And other than that, I'm done. So this is the vitamin C one that I use. Get a little of the yellow, a little of the clear, and then mix that up. This helps to brighten that skin and hydrate. I used to have brown patches of freckles that look like freckles are cute, right? Freckles can be cute, but mine were so clustered together it looked like just like a brown patch. And if I get close together, you could see it looks like red now. That was where the brown was. Like there's gonna be pink there always because I have red. I mean, they're like that's where the freckles were. But I can either have a little bit of pink or I can have a big brown, dark brown patch of freckles. It's like so close together. Those freckles were on top of each other that I looked like I had a big brown circle right there. It looked like melasma, but it was freckles. This side wasn't as bad, but I had them here and I had them across my nose. That's why my nose is pink. Ooh, time to wake up. Good morning, Truther. I get my skincare products from Amazon. If I get, what do you call it? Pericone MD, I get that from eBay because that is usually $80 on Amazon, but I can get that on eBay for $35.99. But that's risky. You don't know if they're going to take 10 days to put it in the mail. You don't know if it's going to come in good shape or not. It usually does. One time I got it in bad shape. It was like kind of brown and chunky. I like a big. I like a chunky. But that's the risk you take because I don't want to pay $80 for an eye cream that lasts 1 month. Do you? This stuff is like $18 and lasts me 3-4 months. That I can handle, you know? I can handle that. I can't handle $35, $80 a month. So the fact that I found, here's what I'm talking about. This Pericone MD, the most amazing eye cream. However, $80 and lasts 1 month. This also very amazing. 18 or something, discontinued. Lasts way longer. So I just look for the best creams I can find that I don't have to spend $80 on. Okay, so I'm going to open this up and use what's left of this. See how brown it is? It's supposed to be yellow. It's not supposed to be brown, but it still works, even though it's brown. But that's not supposed to be the way it looks. I found this originally at Marshall's. Otherwise, I would have never came across this. I never would have spent $80. I didn't. I found it at Marshall's for like $5.99 or like, I don't know, $7.99. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. And I loved it. And then I went to buy it again and I saw it was $80. And I was like, what? What? But that's how I came across it. Was finding it at Marshall's. I find a lot of good stuff at Marshall's. And so I buy it on eBay now. And I have purchased it on eBay at least 6 or 8 times. And it's only came in bad shape once. But still works. Still works, just as a funky color. Still works. I should have put it on before the other one, but it'll still work. Hi. Hi, Aim. You guys are welcome to, I put up a video. Hi, CLT. Shout out to CLT. I put up a video, you guys, last night about my brain injury. My brain malformation, which kind of explains why I have the job I have. So if you're curious why my brain fell out of my head, literally, go watch that video. It explains why I work the job I work and don't work other jobs. I now have found a way to avoid a lot of repeating myself on here. When people say, either get a job or what do you do for a job or how are you disabled, I can now say I made a video for you. That makes me really happy because repeating myself was making me feel a little insane. Thank you, CLT. Hi, Jasmine. Thank you, Astura. Thank you. I'm going to the gym this morning, but my private gym. I'm not taking you guys with me. Here's how it's going to work from now on. We're going to do a little give and take. I'm going to do a little me time, a little you time, a little me time, a little you time. I think that way I'm going to be a little less. that was quite a face. I think I need some time alone, but what I'm going to do is maybe vlog that so that I'm still recording for you guys, but without a chat. And then I could put that footage out. Like, I'm not allowed to film at the gym there, which will be nice. It'll keep me from putting that camera on. But I could film myself going in like, a little vlog style, myself coming out, and post the little vlog. Myself cooking up my little healthy meal, and then myself like, you know, a quick little video, a quick little short of my morning, and share that with you instead of, you know, taking you in the gym. But then the next day, I'll take you into the gym, but I won't do this morning chat. I'm going to alternate. So the next morning, I won't do the morning chat, and I'll meditate. I'll take time and meditate, clean my house, make my bed, and then take you to the gym. So I could have a little time. Thank you, CLT. Thank you. Yeah, I was filming literally everything. So I would sleep on camera. I would be filming myself sleeping, snoring, passing gas, whatever. Full night sleep. Waking up. Hi, guys. Sitting up. Hey, how you doing? Not even going pee. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? You know? And then I would go, okay, I gotta go pee, and I would mute you guys and go pee and rush back. I gotta be with the chat. Thank you, Marley. I need a water. Let's get a water. Then I gotta put on my neck stuff. Hold on. This thing is looking so good. Wait till you see. Look at that. The Mad Hatter's thing. All these little grommets. Because it's steampunk. It's looking good, guys. It's looking good. It's not done yet. That's going to be gone. The dream catcher and that little thing that I hold my water in is going to be gone. But it's getting there. Jimmy, he's going to be in a hat. He's going to be in a little bowler hat, a little tiny mini one. There's going to be things hanging from the ceiling. But that's the Mad Hatter's little room. How do you guys like it? It's coming together, huh? It's getting better and better. Thank you, Eamon. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you, guys. I can't wait to put this stuff up. You guys, I have lanterns, gold metal lanterns to hang up, like on the ceiling. I have gold leaves that light up, like, because I needed to do more steampunk. So I took down the little white, puffy Chinese lanterns, but I have these green ones that have gold on them, like to look, instead of balloons, I have like puffy green and gold lanterns, Chinese lanterns, and then I have gold metal lanterns, like, you know, the rectangular ones, and then I have gold leaves on a string, and then I have ivy, you know, leaves, so like things are gonna crisscross applesauce. And then I have a wall of ivy lights for one of the walls. And I ordered steampunk art for the wall. It's going to be so good. Like, this is just the bare bones of it. Once I get the wall and the ceiling done, like those lanterns are going to hang from the ceiling, like down, and then the other stuff is going to string like this. And the lanterns are going to hang down. Oh, it's going to be glorious. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Came in. I can't wait either, Jackie. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, Milo. You got it. You got it. No more spoilers, because Tuesday is the Cheshire Cat. And today's Monday, right? So Tomorrow, Cheshire Cat. Today I'm going to be practicing my smile just a little bit with like some liquid liner. I'm not going to show you guys that. My daughter is supposed to help me put up the thing tomorrow. But I don't know. Shoot, I don't know if she's going to get it up in time. She better do it tonight. Let me text her that. She's going to need to do it tonight. I'm a drug user with pale skin. Okay, I do have pale skin. Pale skin doesn't mean you're a drug user. I have pale skin, yes. That's very racist. That's very racist. I have beautiful pale skin. Beautiful pale skin. I love my pale skin. I used to be very, very ashamed of my pale skin and go tan in the tanning booths and get melasma and crunchy leather skin. And I even burned my chest 3.5 years ago, and I have red chest now because of it, because I wanted to be brown like Beyonce. But I'm a clean and sober white girl, and I'm proud of it, both. I'm proud of both. You know, I don't care about categories. I don't like saying white, brown, this, that, black. I don't like putting titles on ourselves, but I am who I am, and I'm proud of it. And I don't mean like the white, but my skin is white, and I'm proud of that. Not the like, not to differentiate us in categories, but like, I like my pale skin. I finally like it. I've got a pink nose, I've got pink cheeks, I've got blue eyes, you know, I've got veins up my legs because I've got pale skin. Sometimes I look like I got stockings on. If I put on black dress, I look like I got stockings on. You know, all I need to do is buy a little lotion that's got a little vegan suntan. And it helps cut that blinding white on my legs. And I'm fine. I'm a little peach. A little peachish. A little peachish, pinkish. Sam's here. My Sam's here. I say my Sam, but our Sam's here. Sam. Look, I have long arm pajamas on, really trying to be more discreetish. Did I have a fight with someone ever? Yes. Sam's here. Shout out to Sam. Woo woo. Hi, Sam. So I was just telling everybody the new schedule, how I'm going to spend a couple hours here with them, a couple hours by myself. And then the opposite the next day. That the next day I won't do the morning chat, but then I'll take them to the gym. Like right now I'm doing the morning chat, and then I'm going to the gym by myself. But tomorrow I'll do meditation and make my bed and things like that. Make myself a little meal, morning meal, and then I'll go to the gym. Like, I'm doing things opposites, you know, so that, and then I can record those things like vlog style or not, so that you guys can still see what I'm doing, but without a chat in my face. You know, because sometimes people are rooting me on, which is great, and sometimes people are calling me a pale skin drug user, and it's just nice to take a break. Hi, Divine. Hi, Inez. You guys are still going to get a lot of content from me, trust me. Like yesterday, I put out the disability video. I made 2 shorts, and one is ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to put it out, but it's like in the queue already. I have it in the queue. All I have to do is push public. However, I'm waiting for the proper time zone. And then I'm going to push, it's the one, it started with the wine. You know, that one. My cousin, the sous chef, she's very gourmet. That one. He's got no clue, and so I say, darling, the wine. The wine. Me too, Sam. I said that I was gonna push hard until 100,000, but you know what? If you see you're cracking, you see you're cracking. You know what I mean? How do you guys like these new pajamas? These are Goodwill pajamas. These are supposed to be winter fall pajamas, but you know what? I think they're okay. How do you like them? And by the way, I'm loving the hair now. I looked at it in the mirror. I am going to just take a 10 volume and bring up on the bangs in a couple spots. Just a couple spots. It's going to fade when I wash it, you know, on the other areas, but just in the bangs, I have to be really delicate with the 10 volume, not 30 volume or anything like that. Just down lower to bring up that whiter, because that brown washed over it. And it's okay. It's okay. I still love it. It's pretty. It's not like, oh my God, someone ruined my hair. I'm not crying in a salon chair. Oh, Twisted Fister. Thank you. Let me grab my board. We're going to put you on the board, and we're going to ask for double U's. Double U's for Twisted Fister, you guys. I already took my medicine, and here we are just chit-chatting at 5:48 in the morning so that I have plenty of time to get to the gym and let my medicine kick in. We're ahead of schedule. I woke up early. Darling, the wine. And look, I already cleared the board and everything. Eamon's on there, though. Okay, just Eamon and Bridge. And now, Twisted Fister. Give me a second to do the W's. You can put them, but I won't be able to read them just yet. Darling, the wine. Oh, that too is backwards. Or not backwards, I should say. I never know which way, how to write it anymore. Okay, Twisted Fister. Whoop whoop. There you are on the board. W's in the chat for Twisted Fister. Oops. W's in the chat for Twisted Fister if you want your name read out loud. This is the time to put a W. I see some of you. Thank you, Bryn. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Daniel Eamon. Milo's Life. Thank you, K.A. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Herman. No, I'm not left-handed. The camera is backwards. I'm writing backwards and the camera's backwards. That's why I have to write it backwards. Thank you, B-Drop. Thank you, Ashika. I'm right-handed. Thank you for these W's. If you want your name read, put the W. Thank you again for the repeated W's. I see you. I acknowledge you. You know what I also did before I started this? Thank you, Herman. Thank you, Catherine. I won't answer certain questions like that. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you, Shoto. Oh, thank you, Maisie. The stripes are really difficult. No, I can't remove my shirt, otherwise I'll get demonetized, AJ. I'm allowed to have a little cleavage, but I can't have my whole chest showing. Thank you, Just Nature. You guys have to be happy with what you get. Okay, back to regular comments. Thank you, Riley. Hi, April. Hi, Jocko. Thank you, Rengoku. I'm sorry, honey. Thank you for the apology, AJ. I appreciate it. We're good. Hi, Aura. I'm doing well today. Hi, Jason. Hi, Bryson. How are you doing, Dame's Last King? Thank you, Vivs. For my highlights, I used something that had a blue toner in it, so that when it lifts, it doesn't lift orange. But then after I did a toner, and I put the toner a little too high on my roots, and the roots lifted golden, because they were like this. And then the toner lifted golden, so I had to redo the roots, and that brown washed down on the blonde. So it's a little darker. These were nice and white, and but you can see they're like they're whitish down here. They're nice and white underneath. Once that brown washes off, or just with a 10 volume, will like bring it right back up. I have to be really careful. I'm okay with it. I just kind of want to lift a little bit more, like up here. Like down here on the ends is fine. But just a little higher, I want to lift just a little more, but not go too up here, or then now my up here will be orange again. You know, you gotta be really careful. But yeah, I lifted, I think it was prisms with a blue undertone, or Kaleidocolor with a blue undertone. Thank you, it's Mads. And I used Bond Bar peroxide. Bond Bar is it's a rebuilding. It rebuilds the bonds of your hair as you're using the peroxide, which is like an oxymoron. It's funny to say oxy for a peroxide. Peroxymoron. Okay. I had a pretty good sleep. It was a little off and on, but what about you, Sam? Thank you, Riley. I don't date anybody. Oh, nice, Bryn. Hi, Antonio. It is a peroxide bond builder. Let me get it. Bond Bar. Repair, protect, hydrate. And then Bond Bar color. This is the toner. Bonding toner. This is healthier than the other ones. It's a little more hydrating. Like I said, it's an oxymoron. You know, it's hydrating as it's opening up those pores of your hair. The shaft of your hair. Yes, I said shaft. Oh my gosh, oh no. I did go to cosmetology school, yes. I used to go to the hairdresser and they were ruining my hair. Yes, my grandpa used to have rabbits, bunnies, but I hate to say it, he would eat them. He had them running around the garden and we didn't know he used to eat them. And he had a bee farm. He had a garden and rabbits running around the garden. And we were like, how lovely. Grandpa's got rabbits. But he would eat them. He was from Hungary. And that's just what they did. It was like how some people have chickens and eat them. He had rabbits. It is, yeah. That's what some people do, you know. And my grandpa was old school from Hungary. He came over here speaking Hungarian, you know. Yeah. Really, Court? Yeah, I remember we bought a rabbit for a pet. And my grandpa would come over and he'd look at the cage and he's like, when are you going to eat that thing? When are you going to eat that thing? He's like disgusted with us. Yeah, truther, see? I mean, people just, it's really, that's how people lived back in the day. Like, I mean, people are going to the grocery stores and eating meat. So it's like, I mean, he just like did it old school. It really was a beautiful garden and like a way of living. This bee farm and everything. Beautiful backyard. Oh, that's wonderful, Eamon. I am. I'm having a great morning. I did a little meditation before I started the a little short meditation before starting the stream, asking that I reflect positively to you guys. And yeah. Instead of just turning on the stream, look, my eyes welled up, you guys, because it means a lot to me. Like I am saddened by some of my past streams, you know. Like it is what it is. I'm a human being and I take accountability for it. And I know why it was difficult. I can't blame the other people. I can't say, well, it's because they're saying mean stuff to me. I mean, I can know the reason, but I can't make that the excuse. I can write those reasons down on paper, in a journal, or in my head and say, how am I going to deal with these things? But I can't let those be excuses for my behavior. Of course, Kunal. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Molly. Yeah, I'm going to keep it moving, you know, and it doesn't mean I'm not going to ever like lose my step again, but I'm going to do better if I give myself time, like 24-hour, almost 24-hour filming is a lot. It's a lot. I mean, it got me here quickly. It got me to almost 100,000 really quickly. And I don't regret it. But now it's time to breathe, take a breath, enjoy what I've put together with all of you, and allow us to enjoy it more. I want you guys to see me like happier, more refreshed, not like, oh my God, every time I'm on here. A happy Brookie makes a happy stream. And I'm going to have moments where I'm like, I'm sure I'm going to have like, life is going to happen. But I can't let the chat dictate me. I'm doing well. Thank you, William. How are you? Hi, Court. Hi, Court Von D. Hi. I love you too, K-pop. Yeah, I'm smiling today. Thank you, Kunal. Hi, Positive View. Good morning, Antron. Hi, Drit. Should we get on the shake machine? Yeah, I'm happy today. I don't have wrinkles. Do you think I have wrinkles? Look. Where? I have a little fat loss right here. I'm 47. Honey, my wrinkle score was -6. -6 at the skincare center. I got a skin analysis and they said my wrinkle score was -6. I have a little laxicity. That's not a wrinkle. I lost some fat. I lost about 15 pounds in my face. I mean, I didn't have 15 pounds in my face. I had 15 pounds on my body. And I lost that weight. Thank you, Sam. See, we're doing well, DJD, David. Thank you, Melissa. 6 just a number, but a number tells you something when you're getting a skin analysis. They said that my skin is what people aspire to. They aspire to get people to my skin. They said that my oil control was under control, that it was, they said my pores were, they said wrinkle control, everything was, they said, your skin is a 60. My overall rating was a 60. They said most people have a 20 or a 40. And mine was a 60. My esthetician is a 10. She does skin for a living and hers is a 10. Mine is 50 points higher than her. And she tried to sell me some $300, $400 skin thing that she said, oh, it's 50% off. I'll give it to you for $300 and something. She goes, I use it. But then when I told her my skin was a 60, she's like, 60, mine's a 10. But you're using that expensive stuff and yours is a 10? Honey, Medicube. Use Metacube. Thank you, David. Let's put David on the board. Thank you, K-pop. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys were all here supporting me as I was crashing out and trying to find my footing. But I've found my footing. Sam and I had a conversation last night. We've had lots of conversations along the way. But what really happened last night was I finally said, okay, I'm taking time. Because before it was like, film. I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to ignore them, but I need to film. I need to do this, I need to do that, but I need to film. It was all, like, how could I balance if I'm always filming? I had all these plans to handle the trolls, but keep filming. Okay, I'm going to ignore them. Okay, I'm going to try this. Okay, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this. I kept trying, but yet putting myself in front of the camera almost 24/7. And finally, I'm like, okay, a break. All right, DJ D. Massey, otherwise known as David. W's in the chat for David. Yes, it is a lot to always film. It really is. W's in the chat if you want your name read. Now is the time to put your W's. Thank you, Court. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Milo's Life. Thank you, Andreasen. And Andreasen? That's a W, the Captain Chet. Thank you, Milo's Life. Thank you again. Thank you, Joan. Thank you, James. Thank you for joining, Sultana. We're just doing W's for the donation real quickly, but I wanted to say hi to you. Bye, Eamon. Have a great day. Oh, thank you, Court Von D. Thank you. Oh, are you? I was the master procrastinator. Thank you, Shaha. Thank you, Zola. Your name is White. Thank you, Rosa. Wait. Is it Roa? Okay. I can't read against this. W is a win. Like, that's a win for you. It's a very new, trendy thing. All the cool kids are doing it. That's why I'm doing it. I'm a cool kid. Yeah, that's what, like, anytime somebody does something good, like, say somebody, it doesn't have to be a donation. Hi, Sarah. Hi, my beautiful pets. Thank you, Violet. Let's say somebody says they beat leukemia. W's in the chat, because that's a win. That's a win for that person, right? Let's say somebody got 2 years of sobriety. W's in the chat, right? That's a win. Somebody puts a donation. W's in the chat. So it doesn't just have to be a donation. It's just anything that's a win. We put W's in the chat. We read them for about 20, 30, sometimes 40 seconds, and then we go back to the regular comments. Thank you, my beautiful pets. And then the people that are putting L's are just showing us that they're not vibing with us and they don't want to be here. It's just a nice way to get rid of the people that don't want to be here. You know, I have other socials, and the people that join my TikTok and my Instagram are going to be entered to win giveaways. You have to be on both. Next month, I'm going to be looking to see who's on both. Who's on first? If I'm gonna look, and I'm gonna pick 3 people next month at the end of the month next month, and if you are on both, you can win something. And also, we're gonna be doing trivias. I forgot to put a trivia in my video yesterday. But I said I would start it at the beginning of the month. Like little things, like my first job was, you know, my first pet's name was, so that we can start doing trivias on my cosplay days. And whoever gets them, you guys have to be following me on one or the other, TikTok or Instagram. You can't just know, so watch my videos, and then you can win something from me. Either skincare or a gift card, or I have these little Zodiac keychains. Maybe both, Zodiac keychain and a gift card. Depends how many questions you get right. Aw, thank you, Tony. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. No, I don't have an OnlyFans. Well, 10 minutes of my time. People that donate, okay, the 10 minutes of my time, the best thing, the closest you could come to that is a membership. Because I do private live streams, and I need to start doing more of those. What? Don't threaten me. I am just now seeing your comment, me and my cat, Juno. I just now saw your comment. I didn't see your other comments. Don't threaten me. You can unsubscribe. I don't need your negativity. Go ahead and unsubscribe. I don't need people to threaten me like that. Clearly I'm not too old to be doing this, because I am doing this. My day's been good. It's 6:14 in the morning. I'm feeling fine. How are you doing? How's your day been? Hi, Chaselyn. Hi, Con. I live in Vegas. Thank you, Con. Is it, Ellie? It's nice knowing where, you know, kind of where other people are. Their time zones. Yeah, Scott, we just try to ignore them and not pay attention to them, because if we do, then they're like, you know, they start paying attention to, they'll be like, ooh, well, Scott's annoyed, you know. If I ignore them and everybody else ignores them, they go kind of quiet. But if they see Scott's annoyed, they'll keep going. It's best just to put positive contributing comments. Do I look tired? You know why? I have brow bones that face downward. Look at those things. They go like this. And I also have a brain condition. And I also just woke up. Let's give Scott a round of applause. Let's not give him a hard time. I was just making a little example, but let's not give Scott a hard time. It's not Scott's fault. Scott didn't know. He's pointing out the obvious. Hi, Chrissy from Zambia. Good to know. I am doing much better. Thank you, David. Thank you. I won't work too hard. Thank you. Definitely not anymore. I'm going to work smarter, not harder. I'm going to do the old Abraham Lincoln on everyone, okay? Does everybody know what that is? Anyone? I know it's before my time, so it's got to be before all your time, but does anybody know the quote? Okay, I'm even going to look it up to make sure I get the hours right. I know the quote, but I'm going to make sure I have the hours right. It's about sharpening your axe and cutting down the tree. I can just tell you, but I want to get the hours right. Okay, here we go. Okay, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. W's in the chat for David and Abraham Lincoln. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening my axe. Why am I going to sit here chopping down this tree for 6 hours? I'm going to be behind the scenes. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Court Von D. Thank you, Chaselyn. Thank you, Milo. Thank you, B-Drop. If you guys want your names read, put those W's. Thank you, Rick. I haven't been sleeping on live for a few days. And I don't sleep during the day. Thank you, Wonderwave Stories. Thank you, Trini. You knew the quote? Thank you, Mila. I'm going to sleep on stream tomorrow. I think people were getting a little burnt out on it, taking it for granted. Thank you, Alex. I'm going to start sleeping on Sleep Stream a few nights a week instead of every night, and then doing ASMR the other nights. And taking one night off for myself. Those braces self. Thank you, it's Fee. Thank you, Alaria. Thank you. Thank you, Chaselyn. Thank you. Thank you, Ellie. Ooh, my hip is starting to hurt sitting here. I don't care that they were mocking me. I know that they mock me. It's none of my business what people say about me. Honestly, if I'm sleeping, I can't see it, so it does not bother me. It only bothers me when people come tell me. It was my favorite stream because I couldn't see the chat. I'm just peacefully sleeping, earning my money and my views. And then I wake up and people tell me the things I don't need to know. It's out of sight, out of mind. Doesn't hurt me if I don't see it. If I don't see it, can't hurt me. They could say all they want. They say mean things when I'm awake. The streams when I'm awake are the most difficult. I do get paid to sleep, yeah. But I'm going to be doing it less often for a little bit. I was getting like 6,000, 4,000 subs a night. And then it just dropped. When I went to California and stopped for a few days, it stopped. It was like all of a sudden dropped. Gone. So, and everyone was saying, all you do is sleep, all you do is sleep, all you do is sleep, all you do is sleep. Even though I'm awake all day long, filming all day long, like 10 hours a day, filming. Sometimes more. All you do is sleep. Oh, really? I thought I'd wake up and talk to you guys, go to the gym, cook with you guys, take you guys in the bathroom with me when I take a bath. You guys don't see me, but you're in there with me. Do my makeup, get ready with me. Goodwill hauls, cosplays, skincare, you know, all that stuff. I thought I did all of that. All I do is sleep? Oh. That's all I was hearing because that's all people were seeing. So I'm thinking maybe switching it up from sleep stream one night, ASMR the next night, like a little short two-hour ASMR. Then the sleep stream the next night. So people are like, "Ooh, she's sleeping again." Instead of she's sleeping again. Hi, Nisha. I'm clean and sober, Lucky. And I'm lucky to be clean and sober. I do need a good foot massage. Those are some of the only massages I can get. I've tried a little tiny tidbit of ASMR. How are you doing, Babbling Brookies fan? Thank you for the subscribe, Chaselyn. I appreciate it. Hello from Texas. Thank you, Court Von D. Thank you for telling me where you're from. Oh, thank you, David. Thank you, Mila. I appreciate the subscribe. Thank you, Maya. Texas in the house. I should be a model? Well, thank you. No, thank you. A professional massage would be perfect. Have I calmed down yet? Yeah. Can you tell? I don't know if I have all the tea. I just babble with you guys about the things you ask me. I have my own tea. I have the tea on me. I have the insight on me. I don't like to discuss other people. That's their own business. I don't discuss the goings-ons of other people. And I know I said goings-ons. It was intentional. I do have chronic illness. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Court Von D. They diagnosed me with fibromyalgia. However, I do have the reason for my fibromyalgia is related to my neck. It causes like neuropathy and the nerve, widespread nerve and muscle pain down my body. So I have the answers to why I have the widespread body pain. I have a video. I have 2 videos on my disability, but the most current one I put out yesterday, and I even mentioned fibromyalgia. I say that there's some people that get diagnosed with fibromyalgia. You know, and that, like, because some people are saying that I'm a hypochondriac, but that I have the proof, and then I say not like fibromyalgia where they can't find the proof, and then I say I'm not saying that people with fibromyalgia are faking it, but fibromyalgia is something where they can't find the answer. So I try to clarify that, like it's when they can't find why you have the widespread pain, and then they don't know how to treat it, so they just, you know, unfortunately fibromyalgia is like you're really unable to treat it. It's just like widespread pain for an unknown reason. But I was saying I found the reason for my widespread pain in that video. It's due to my neck. But originally they called it fibromyalgia. Yes, they do. Yes. For a long time, I didn't have answers, and they called it fibromyalgia for me. And I also got misdiagnosed with MS. I had a lot of misdiagnoses. And then now I finally got the answers. And I cried. I cried because the diagnosis was sad, and I cried because I finally got the answers. It was like, wow. Like after 14 years, finally have the answers. When a lot of people discredit you, you know? It's a big surreal moment. And then you're like, well, damn, I don't want this. I don't want this. Take it back. I'll take fibromyalgia again. I don't want this one. I don't want this diagnosis. But it is what it is. I had to deal with the shock. Cried for days. And now I'm learning to be happy around it. And just accept this is my life. This is the card that I was dealt. And I can build a happy life around it. Okay, stomach. Wow. Wants a protein bar. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Amal. Let's go get a protein bar. Yeah, it's almost like losing someone. There's like stages of grief. Yeah, I just said that the other day. You know, I don't want anyone to suffer with chronic pain and illness, but when somebody else is, I'm like, oh, thank goodness. You know, like somebody else gets it. You know, like I don't love that you're going through this, but I love that because you are, there's someone else that understands. If that makes sense. Same thing with alcoholism. Like, I don't want other people to suffer with alcohol disease. But because there are people that suffer with alcohol disease, I can connect with them and heal myself through our conversations. Like, there's a program that I talk to other people about our alcohol issues. And it helps keep me sober. Oh, thank you, DJ. That is a tough question for me, but I'm going to answer it. I fostered a dog for almost 3 years, 2.5 years-ish. His name's Cooper, and he lives down the street with his original mama. She got a house. So she first got an apartment here in Vegas while I was living in California. And when she moved here, they said no bully breeds. So I took him. And I took him until she had a house, which was 2.5 years later. And she would have let me keep him, but I was having a more and more difficult time with him because of my health. And she had a house, and it's like every single time I have to take him out of the apartment to walk him. But I had a hip surgery. I have all these things I go through. And yes, I have my daughter, but it was just more difficult for me. He was very, very attached to me more than my daughter. You know what I mean? So he was like my service animal. So he always wanted me to walk him. But he lives down the street. So when she goes on vacation, I take him. And now he's like really, 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 really old. But we share him. She's like my baby mama. My dog baby mama. W's in the chat for DJ D or David. These are really, really chewy. They're good. They're the best protein bars with none of that nasty stuff in it, but they're really chewy and they take me a while to chew through. Thank you, Sam. This is really hurting my leg. When I sit on the edge of the bed, it really hurts my leg. Thank you, Milo's Life. Thank you, Tony. W's in the chat. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. I read your message. Thank you. I was almost always on live, Sophia, but now I'm going to be taking big breaks. Now that I'm almost at 100,000. Thank you, Maman. If you want your name read, now is the time for the W's. If you're going to ask me for a shout out or you want your name read, now's the time. Thank you, Caroline. Hi, Mrs. Frazier. Good to see you. Hi, Monkey. Thank you. Thank you, Bait Bros. I read your comment. Thank you, Preppy Avenue. Oh, thank you. I'm reading your lovely comments. I just, when the W's are going, I try to only respond to the W's. Thank you, Mr. Gold Bully. Thank you, Warriors, Champions, and Divas. Thank you, Ryan. Okay, guys, I'm missing a lot of really nice comments. Thank you, Harper. Thank you, Turtle. Thank you, Atunu. I do remember you. Oh, Brandon J has a question for you guys. You're the people, I'm not. I answered your question, Mr. Goldboy. Okay, thank you for the W's. It's good to have you back. I do remember you, Harper. Thank you for the W. Where have you been? Yeah, I'm talking to all of you. The reason why I asked for the W's is because there was a donation. I don't only do the W's for donations, but it means when. It's for us to come together, have a little camaraderie, and congratulate someone. It allows me to say people's names, kind of a little shout out moment for people. Like, you know, people like to have their names said and be recognized. And it allows us to thank the person who donated, or someone who says, I got 4 years sober, or I beat leukemia, or I got divorced. No, I'm just kidding about that one. But anyways, or I got married. But yeah, we just come together and applaud that person, and I thank the people that are applauding them. And then I go back to regular comments. Hola, Carlos. ¿Cómo estás? Hi, Quad. Hi, Brittany. Love you too, Bryson. Thank you so much. Hi, Molly. Hi, Preppy. I love you too, Bryson. Hi, Miles. How you doing? Hi, Verado. Saludos from Peru. How you doing, Quad? Thank you, Hannah. Hi, Zerzandiv. Thank you, Molly. And you guys, I'm trying to eat these in the smallest pieces because this is so chewy. But I have to get this protein bar in. Thumbs up to Tony. Hi, Sergio. Hi, Hunting and Fishing. Hi, Kamuga. Thank you. I always do this to you. Akithma. I'm so sorry, honey. I really wish I could hear you say it so I could say it right. Akithma. Akithma? Can you do it again? What? It is so good. It's like not dry and chalky, and it's got really good ingredients. It's by the brand Aloha, and it's their peanut butter cup one. Can you do what again? I got it right, Akithma. Hi, Leo. Hi, Brian. It is delicious. I try to eat non-processed food. So when I am not doing these, and so every other morning, I'm going to be eating non-processed. Or I'm going to start meal prepping, and then that way I can eat some eggs before I turn on the chat. Like, I need to start eating non-processed food, part of my Ayurvedic meal plan. But as far as if I was going to eat processed, this is pretty good. The ingredients are good. But I need to not be eating processed food. Thank you, Dean. I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you, Brandon. Likewise. Good morning, Francis. I don't know. Are you Leo? I think you told me you're Leo. You said to say hi, Leo. I don't know. Are you Leo? Are we having an issue? Are you having a problem? Do you need me to call someone? Do you not know who you are, where you are? Okay. Can I say caca one time? Caca one time. Caca one time. There. I said it 2 times. Hi, May. Shout out to May. I'm a Libra. Scales of justice. All about weighing things out. Should I, could I, would I? May, that reminds me that we need to make more emojis. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. My birthday's in October. Hi, Rakita. Hi, welcome 44. Libras are all right. But I had my moments, you know. I need to take off some of the things that aren't emojis and that we don't need and make like the ones that you can use, like the heart, like you just used. More of like the Brook things doing like reactions, like, you know, and that kind of things, and like that, you know. Or me with like a little kazoo, boo, confetti thing. I don't know. We'll think of some things. Oh, nice. Cancer. November baby. Grand Rising. Hello, Char Char. Okay, RMMS. Blah, 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 lots of. Okay, Ayush. Scorpio. Tony's a Scorpio. Thank you, Sam. I missed a lot of comments, so I'm going back. Oh, Warriors are October. Our birthdays are close. Our birthdays are close. Wyatt. I love Cruella. I love Cruella. And I had an August baby, Dean. One of my babies is an August baby. All right, Leos, Gemini, Aquarius. You guys, I have keychains with all of your guys' signs on it. I'm going to be doing giveaways with trivias. The prize is not the keychain, but I'm going to add keychains in there if you win. And if I happen to have your sign, I will throw it in there if you win. I like movies like where the man is like a fighter. He fights for what he loves and he has character. Maybe he didn't start out with the best life, and then he develops this great character. He always had a lion heart in him, you know? Like, I like The Last Samurai. He starts out, he's an alcoholic, but he's a great fighter. But he doesn't know what he's fighting for. He's fighting for that money to pay for his alcohol. Then he gets captured, and then he knows what he's fighting for. He gets sober. And he fights to the death for the people who captured him. Because he falls in love with their way of life. Beautiful movie. Beautiful movie. Tears in my eyes. Beautiful movie. And then Gladiator. Cinderella Man. Cinderella Man is based on a true story. James Braddock, are you kidding me? Through the Great Depression, breaks his hand. He was a boxer, breaks his hand, so they tell him he can't fight. Aw, thank you, May. May is showing you guys the emoji she's allowed to use as a member. Thank you, DJ Massey. Oh, Rocky is, for sure, Rocky's my favorites. they're in my favorite. I have Rocky posters. My daughter took them all. They're all in her room. Our dog was named Rocky before Cooper. And I've got the quote, you know, where he tells his son about you know, taking the hits. It's in her bathroom in a frame. So yeah, Rocky was my all-time favorite. But I didn't want to be cliche and tell you guys that. But yeah, anybody that has, like, he started out, you know, on the docks and like pushing people for, you know, a gangster, right? Like, hey, we need your money. I'm supposed to break your thumbs, but he doesn't, right? And then falls in love with the woman. Anybody that loves a woman, like, oh, loves a woman like he loved Adrian, and then he fights. Like, I love a fighter. Yeah. Like, Troy was really good, but he didn't love anybody but himself. He wanted his legacy. He didn't care about loving a woman. But that was a great movie, Troy. The choreography. And I love choreography of fight scenes. Because I don't know if you guys know that I'm huge, huge, huge on MMA and fight choreography. Scott Atkins. Big, big fan. He's a fight choreographer. You know, Isaac, that's really not fair to say. Maybe there's fewer. I mean, the women can say the same about the men, but that wouldn't be fair either, right? There's fewer and further between, but there are women out there and there are men out there. They're just harder to find these days. Which makes it even better when you find them. Commando. Don't tell me. Arnold Schwarzenegger? Was that the one with where he's carrying the tree in the first scene? No. Remind me. Been a minute. You know, I haven't been to many concerts, but gosh, I went to Elton John's final concert. That was pretty good. Just for the nostalgia. I went to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. No, you know, the best one I went to was the live one. I saw Revolution. It was a 3-day reggae fest. Right when I got sober. They were throwing joints at people, and they threw joints at me right at my feet. And I looked at my daughter, and she's like, Mom. No, Mom. No. I was like, I wasn't going to drink, but like, can I smoke? She was like, And we saw Sublime and Revolution. Sublime with Rome. That was pretty cool. Revolution and Sublime. Yeah, I like them a lot. I do have an Instagram account. Join my Instagram. Join my TikTok. My TikTok is the same as my YouTube name here. Same handle, same @ And if you join my TikTok and my Instagram, you could be entered to win something next month. I'll look for people that are on both and do little gift card giveaways. Little gift card giveaways. And as I start to grow, we'll do bigger and bigger. Eventually, we'll get up to PSP giveaways, but I'm not there yet. Elton John is a concert. Don't be rude. You know, this isn't a competition. I started off saying I haven't been to many concerts, didn't I? I haven't been to many concerts. But Elton John was pretty cool, I said. It is. It's a concert enough to me. It's a show, concert. I went to his final show, I said. And then I went to Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then I went to a reggae fest. I put those words in there, reggae fest. But I haven't been to many concerts. It's not a competition. Okay, you win. You're the coolest. You're the coolest in the chat. You win. What's wrong with Elton John? Yes, rest in peace. What is wrong with that? Yes, it's a show, but so what? Red Hot Chili Peppers then, okay? Is that a concert? I said it was pretty cool because it was his last show. It was the nostalgia. I wasn't like, oh my God, Elton John, rock and roll, dude. Did I even do that right? No. It was neat to be there because it was his final show. I didn't buy the tickets. Someone invited me and I was like, But it was neat because everybody was all dressed up and it was his final show. It was neat to be at his final show. But yeah, I haven't been to many concerts, so I can't join the concert club. Sorry. I'm not as cool as you. Oh, I'm not arguing with anyone. Who cares, Orlin? Who cares? Why are you making fun of gay people? I think you need a timeout. Don't make fun of gay people. Gay people are living their life and having fun, and they're not doing anything to you. No, I haven't been crying. Earlier I got a little emotional. I put on my eye cream. I just have like a pink undertone of my skin, and I have downward facing brow bones. I like that, Thumper. I do go to little tiny, they're not concerts, but I go to these live shows. I go to a lot of live shows, but they're not concerts. You know, like Lady Gaga's show. I was like 6 rows back, and she did a very old Las Vegas, feathers and piano. She wasn't like, poker face, my poker face. No, she didn't do that. She was like, my poker face on the piano. My poker face with the feathers coming down with the lights. Ooh. You know, it was very Tony Bennett style. And they have little clubs here that are right behind an old Italian restaurant called the Copa Room, where her trumpet players and her musicians come and they have their own band, and I'll go watch them play live. Oh, thank you. I like chocolate, or I like things that have like cheesecake in it. Little chunks of cheesecake in it. Thank you. I'm a cheesecake lover, and I like chocolate ice cream. I used to love, don't laugh at me, when I would go to Thrifty, you know, Thrifties that had the ice cream, I would get 2 scoops. I would get mint and chip and rainbow sherbet. 1 scoop of rainbow sherbet, 1 scoop of mint and chip when I was a kid. Thank you. W's in the chat for DJ D Massey, David. And you know what? I answered that honestly, you guys. I don't care about being cool. I just care about answering honestly. W's, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Rocky Z. Thank you, Yontavia. Thank you, Milos. I should do Rusty as a cosplay. My cosplays are usually something I could wear at a Comic-Con, but that would be funny. Thank you, Brittany. Rusty is dressed up, you guys, right now. Do you guys want to see him? He's at the Mad Hatter table. Do you want to see him? Thank you, Milo. Thank you, Just Riley. He's in cosplay. He's in costume. All right. I'll show you. He's at the Mad Hatter Tea Party right now, and he's got a steampunk hat on. Don't think I didn't include him. Look at his hat. Look at that. It's got the white rabbit on it. He's cool. And then we've got some pretty cool details. These things light up. And then I've got the gears for the steampunk. And then these all light up. And then Jimmy's chilling on a pile of books, but I got him a bowler hat. So he's going to sit in a hat. He's going to sit in a little tiny hat. This has the butterflies on it now. The frames are on the wall, but there's going to be some art here. There's going to be a whole wall of ivy leaves here. Okay, we've got these things now. Some of these are going to be hanging from the wall. The ceiling. These light up too. They flicker. We got this clock now. And then this is my real for realsy plant. And then there's even a butterfly in my plant over there. And then there's a stopwatch here. Little whimsical thingies. This is for the cake. And then yeah, this'll go. That'll go, the little plug-in, obviously. This'll go. There'll be a whole wall of ivy leaves there, flickering. This'll have art on it, steampunk art, and a little bit of ivy hanging down. And then it's gonna have these Chinese lanterns. And it's gonna have gold leaves that light up. So we're not doing these anymore. Not doing these. Because we're doing the other bigger ones that are darker golden green. We want to do it more steampunk. Okay. So yeah, that's the scene. It's looking good. Let's take another look from far away. Then see, when that's gone and this is covered, it's gonna look good. And imagine me as the Mad Hatter sitting right here with a bunch of stuff hanging. When there's stuff hanging right here, that's going to be much better. And then I'm going to put this brown thing, I'm going to put this under here to make this longer. I put the black one over there on the buffet, but I'm going to put this brown one hanging under there to make that longer. Ow! Ran into the boxes. I can't wait, you guys. I'm getting these filled in. No cream in the world will replace your fat once you lost it. My esthetician told me last time I went there, she's like, no, you don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. But her lighting was like bright, so she couldn't see that I needed it. And then I took a picture just like that in that kind of lighting. I sent it to her and she goes, okay. She's like, okay, I got you. But yeah, she was like, no, you don't need it. Stop trying to do things to your face that you don't need. Because look at in this lighting. Doesn't look like I need it so much. Like barely, right? She's like, leave it alone. Because if you fill it, it could fill up with too much fluid and you'll look like you have bags. Do you want to look like you have bags? She said. Then we're constantly filling and unfilling it. And I was like, all right. And then I took a picture in a certain lighting and I sent it to her and she was like, all right, we're filling that. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, May. This makes me so happy. I'm like a proud mom. I'm a proud mom of my boys. I can't wait. I want to know when the boiler hat's coming. Because I ordered it. What did you guys think of that Abraham Lincoln quote? Did you love it? Did you like that I'm applying that to my streams now? It is. It's going to be awesome. Please, chat changing. Thank you, Tony. It's good to know those kind of things, you know? Like, because I would just stream, and then I was crashing out. But now I'm going to do quality over quantity. And that'll give me more time to make videos. Because I would say, I need to make videos. I need to make videos. I need to make videos. But when, if I'm always live streaming? When? How am I going to make videos if I'm always live streaming and then, or I get so burnt out that I'm like crash out. I'm too tired when I turn off the live stream. I don't have enough energy to film a video. Yesterday I made a couple shorts and a video. And today I'm finally going to my gym for the first time in months. My gym, my actual gym where I pay a membership. Not the apartment gym, the gym. I get to see people. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Hey. People. Thank you, softball. Thank you. Yeah, and I really wasn't trying to half-ass it. I wasn't trying to. I was trying to give it my all. But when you're giving it your all your time, you're gonna run on a half tank. You know what I mean? I was giving it my all on a half tank. Like, battery was low. I was on a lot, dangerous. I was on almost 24/7. I would take an hour or two a day to myself. And the time that I was off, I was on being a chairman on an alcohol program. So I was still working. Like I would have an hour to myself where I wasn't working. I was filming myself sleeping. And I would wake up to check the numbers. I was working in my sleep. Like, yeah, for some of the hours I would just knock out. But I would like know that I needed to wake up and check the numbers because my mods couldn't stop the stream for me if the numbers got low. They didn't have that power. Only I could do that. Yeah. That day that I went with my daughter and went to that nursery, that was so healing. It was so good for our relationship, too. And she told me last night where she's going and when she's coming back. And I said, I need you. I need you to put up that stuff. I've got the Cheshire Cat. She said, okay, I'll be back. Some of the trolls we're just going to ignore because if I report and block all of them, then it ruins my algorithm. It's better just to time out some of them and ignore some of them. Depends what they're saying. If it's harmless, like ugly, okay. Old hag, okay. If they're going old hag, old hag, old hag, old hag, old hag, all right, that's enough. You know what I mean? If they're saying something like, but I'm going to be blocking a lot of words. I was going to do it last night, but I didn't get to it. So I am going to be blocking a lot of words, which is going to help. I've already blocked a lot, you know, but I need to block a lot more. I am almost at 100K, Brittany. Right, Tony? I'll text my daughter when I'm at the gym because, God, this hurts my leg. Here, come sit right here. Hi, Jack Sparrow. Thank you, Tony. I want to see where I'm at. I think I'm a little over, almost at 98 too. Yeah. Last night, I went on a live stream and someone's like, did you hit 100K yet? I know you did. Congratulations. I know you did. Why am I even asking? And I was like, I know I didn't because I've been slowing down. I haven't been doing my sleep stream. I probably could have, you know, but who cares if I haven't yet? Look how far I've come. I don't have anything to prove, you know. I'm going to very soon. 1,000, less than 1,800 to go. That's probably a week away. Ew. Somebody just put heroin addicts always have 1,000 off the wall medical excuses to cope with being a junkie. Disgusting. Disgusting. I'm reporting that. That's fucking disgusting. I don't even know what to report that as because it, harassment. That's on my short where I said I had people saying they don't care. When I said I had a brain malformation and they go, I don't care. And then they said heroin addicts always have. I have never touched heroin in my life. Never. Never. I had an aunt who passed away from it, and I swore to myself I would never touch it. That's one thing I didn't. I touched something else. And I admitted openly that I used something that was like a go-go, an upper. I used that 21 years ago. I am a past junkie from 21 years ago. I haven't touched anything in over 21 years. As far as a street, DRUG. I don't abuse any prescription anything. None of my medicines get me HIGH. Nothing. There's no stimulants. There's no depressant, things like that. No downers. No nothing. Which with the pain I'm in, I have every right to take anything I need to take. As long as I'm not abusing it, and I don't. He just proved my point. I don't care. I need to make a good thumbnail for the video, how my brain fell out of my skull. Thank you, Aubrey. Hi, Jesse. Thank you, Tony. I forget what I was doing. You're right. I forgot what I was doing. Thank you, Tony. Reel it in. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I was looking for how many subs I had, and then I saw that. Jesse, I made a video explaining how part of my brain dropped out of my skull. True story. Is still out of my skull. Hi, Leah and Amanda. I just made the video yesterday. You're welcome to check it out. It is under 15 minutes. I did my best to make it short. It could have been shorter, but then I started talking about why I work the job I work. This job. Because if people started saying, what do you do for a living? Then I could send them to that video as well. But maybe I should have made another video what I do for a living and why. But I just think it's easier like to explain the brain injury and then say this is why I do what I do, and I'm very thankful. Thank you to all of you who allow me to work from home. Maybe one day I'll get well enough that I can return to blah, 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 but maybe I won't. Maybe I'll enjoy this so much that I'll keep doing this. That's my prerogative. But I thanked all of you guys in that video for helping me to be able to work comfortably from home. So thank you for that. Hi, and it's just time. Hi, Miles Clark. Hi, Soccer Star for Life. Yes, I do. It's not an injury to the brain. It's a malformation. I didn't get I did get hit in the head, but that's not what happened. Like I did hit my head really hard one time, but that's not how it slipped out. That didn't cause me any issues that they can see. That's actually why I got a brain MRI, because I was having pain in that spot where I hit my head years ago. I kept having pain right there. I was like, please, just give me a brain MRI, please, please. And they were like, it's probably from your pinched nerve running up your brain, from your neck. It's probably that occipital nerve running up your brain. And I'm like, please, please, it's just that one localized spot where I hit my brain many years ago. Please, just check it out. Then they did a brain MRI, and they're like, well, your brain's not all in your head, in your skull. I was like, what? Wasn't expecting that. So, what am I doing? What's the point of my chat? The point of my chat is to chat, Melvin. We're chatting, we're chitting, we're chatting. I'm going to be going to the gym here pretty soon. This is just a morning chat with my homies, my crew. What it do? Who are you? My name's Brooke. Nice to meet you. I do lots of different live streams. We talk about health, making the rest of our lives the best of our lives. Sometimes we talk about things that are lighthearted. Sometimes I do cosplays. Sometimes I do makeup looks. But while I'm doing makeup looks, we're talking about life. We're talking about what it do, baby boo. I've been through a lot. I've been arrested 15 times. I'm clean and sober now. My life's on the right track. I'm trying to manifest and put the footsteps into creating a beautiful future and hopefully inspire some of you to do the same. To not wait. Don't procrastinate. Like our life is going to go by like that. And let's go get these dreams. Okay, Melvin. It's called Chiari, if you guys want to know, like when your cerebellum partly comes out of the skull. It's Chiari, malformation. It is a very real thing. It's like you're still able to function. It just causes some issues. And I have bone disease. I mean, why ask? Why ask what this is about if you're not going to be open-minded? Like me. No one? I'm very open-minded. Just kidding. Thank you, May. I'll do a video on why I was arrested because I was arrested quite a few times. It's okay, Jesus. You gotta laugh, you know? You gotta laugh at those things. Thank you, May. Thank you, May. It's all good. It is all good. I have not really watched anime, but I did an anime character cosplay. Which makes me sad because it reminds me of somebody that we lost. So, but yeah. Wow, Thrive. Okay, I don't think you need to be here. How about that? Lack of accountability. I totally take accountability. I said that I've been arrested 15 times. I said that I used to use drugs. I said that I used to drink. I said that I hit my boyfriend. I said that I don't date because I hurt someone and I never want to hurt anyone again. And that's part of it. And that I want to get healthy. I said that I'm in an alcohol program. I said I've been arrested 15 times. I don't pretend to be something I'm not. I could have came on here and pretended I've never been arrested. I could have not mentioned that. I didn't have to say I was an alcoholic. I didn't have to say I've ever been arrested. I came on here and said, hi, I'm Brooke. Nice to meet you. I've been arrested. I'm an alcoholic. La, 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 la. Let's move forward and make the rest of our lives the best of our lives. I wanted to admit who I was right off the bat because there are so many creators on here that only use their filters, only show up when they're looking good. Everything is polished. Everything is fake. Everything is put on for the camera. And then you find out their backstory. I didn't want to do that. I want to tell you exactly who I am and where I'm going or where I'm trying to go. That's who I was. So yeah, that's still part of me, but that's who I was. I can't ever escape that that's part of my past. That will always follow me on paper. People are always going to hold that over my head. Thank you, DJ D. Massey. Thank you, David. Some people like it. Like when I was saying I was getting arrested, they were like, that's hot. And I'm like, it's not hot. You're a felon. You're hot. I'm like, no, I'm not. Okay. W's in the chat for David, who's got a crush on Harley Quinn. W's in the chat. Thank you. Shout out to Moon. Thank you, May. Yes, Harley Quinn will be fun. Thank you, Milo's Life. Thank you, Lee and Amanda. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Big Neck. Yeah, see, no judgment, Court Von D. Just because I said I would never do it, I did something else that was just as awful. Just as addicting. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not better than anyone because I didn't do that one. You know what I mean? Thank you, Just Riley. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Bailey. Thank you, Keja. Thank you, Shoto. Thank you, Replier. Thank you, King Zaki. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Ryan. Okay, thank you for those W's. I need to go brush my teeth. Come with me. We're going to get ready for the gym, and then I am going to go by myself. I still have all my hair dye stuff out here, so excuse the mess. Oh, and the hair dye was Kaleido I thought so. I don't like prisms. It's harsher. Okay. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I know I responded. Oh, thank you, Tony. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was just going to say, I know I responded to a couple of them, but I hope I didn't give them the same energy or like let it drag me down like I usually do. I hope I bounced back quickly enough. It's still going to take practice. And thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it. Thank you. W's in the chat for Tony. Thank you so much. I'm almost there. I'm not there yet. W's in the chat for Tony. I got to brush my teeth, so I'm going to watch you put those W's. Sorry, I didn't want you guys to see me do that. need to clean all these extra clothes that I hang up because I've only worn them for like a minute. Okay, I am wearing sweats to the gym because I don't want people seeing me when I'm rolling around on the ground trying to hold my shorts. It's one thing if I'm in my own apartment complex and there's one person or no person and I'm pointed away from them. But there's that many people. And I'm probably going to wear a t-shirt. Let's just make it less of a problem. Either this one or this one. Just whatever first jumped out at me. Give me a sec. Alrighty, she's getting ready for the gym and she's going by herself because she wants to come back all zen. I'm going to sharpen my axe. Maybe not polish, how about that? Okay. Sharpen my axe. I always thought it was 5 hours and 6 to cut, and the extra hour to cut down the tree. I wasn't sure if it was 4 or 6, but I really wanted to find out. So I'm glad I knew. But even when I looked it up, it said they think that's what the hours were. So, okay. I don't care. I could wear this and just make the most of this tank top that I had on yesterday after my shower. Might as well get it dirtier. Or I can wear this. But if I wear this and I reach up, it's going to be like, let's just wear this. But this is going to show my, let's try this. How about this? Aha! We beat the system. All right. That's better because now it covers the chesticles. I'm going to fix this. And I don't know where my other, oh, there it is. Covers up the chesticles. I also need to clean my room today. That's a must. And I have to practice the Cheshire Cat smile. Thank you. Let's put on this sunscreen. Testicles. You know, they say testicles, wallet, and watch. I say chesticles. You guys say testicles. So. Spectacles. Chesticles is for me. Yeah, I'm thinking, do you think it'll work, Sam? I sent you a message, but I didn't read back yet. You think liquid liner will work? I mean, it might be beneficial to still keep that paint, that face makeup, but you think a liquid liner would work for painting the face? And I've got gold, like eyeshadow and stuff that I could put micellar water into the gold eyeshadow and use that as like a highlight. Yeah, I just need to try it out, right? I want to see where to highlight it, like little tiny highlights, not the whole thing gold over the black, but like little areas of gold or little on the teeth, just little tiny bits of teeth. I have to see where I'm doing the gold, where I'm doing the black, because we're doing Cheshire Cat tomorrow. And I don't want to go in and ruin it. Oh wait, I don't need these anymore. Even though I'm working out and these would come in handy. I'm just going to wear the bangs down. I suppose I don't need her to put those things up tonight, but I would love to sit as the Cheshire Cat in the Mad Hatter's thing, but I guess I can just do the reveal of the Mad Hatter's thing. I don't know, because I wanted to take some pictures as all characters sitting at that thing, you know? I wanted to like, or standing there or something, you know? So that I can edit. Oh, I'm ignoring the trolls. Screw the trolls. Screw the trolls. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Yeah, so hopefully she gets it in. I can still take a picture with what I have. And we can edit it all later. I can get my placement in and take a picture where I'm at. You know, like with how far everything has come now. And just take a picture like behind Jimmy. You know? And then edit it later. I'll get somebody who can edit down the road. I don't think it's going to be edited anytime soon. But like down the road, it would be nice to have all the characters edited into the picture. Yeah. Yeah, that would be great. So, but I don't have to have all the stringy lights in to take the picture there. I can go stand behind Jimmy and be like, meow, you know. No, I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to the gym. I'd look good with the mustache. Damn, all that work to take it off. I should have left it alone. Oh, dang it. Dang it. John said I would have looked good with it. Why didn't I just leave it? Don't worry, John. I still got about 4 or 5 good black hairs up there. Am I good at working out? That's a trick question for me because I used to be fantastic at it and I'm certified in it. However, I am now disabled. So no. Now I have to be very careful. I get injured very easily. When I try to go outside of the box and try new things, I injure myself. My neck is just recovering from when I did that weighted ball like this. And I had migraines for 2 weeks, but it is recovering. It is still sensitive right here, but I don't have a migraine today, and I didn't have one yesterday. I didn't take any migraine medicine yesterday. I had a headache, but I didn't have a migraine. Today I have a little neck pain, but I don't have a migraine. I have a little headache, but I don't have a migraine. So we're moving the right direction. I'm not going to do any arm weights today. We're just going to keep it a walk on the treadmill, maybe a few hip exercises like abductors, you know, things like that, the open and close, things like that. Maybe some calf raises. Little light leg day. Nothing that'll hurt the hip too much. Oh, Joseph, I have a video explaining how my brain fell out of my skull. Literally. And my bone disease. I have 2 videos. One explaining all of the bone issues, and then I got a recent diagnosis explaining the brain malformation. It really is that my brain fell out of my skull, part of my brain. I'm doing well. How are you? Are you talking to me or someone else? Thank you, Sophie. You guys, I just posted a video explaining it yesterday. To do myself the favor and you, I don't want to have to repeat it 1,000 times a day. Like, that might be an exaggeration. It might be 100. Because as I'm saying it, someone new will come in and they hear the tail end of it, and then they ask, and then someone else comes in and then they ask. So the best thing for me to do is send you to the video. I made a video explaining it. How I found out and what it means that part of my brain is out of my skull. How that happened. What it affects and what's going to happen next. Because, yeah, part of my brain is out of my skull. It is called How My Brain Fell Out of My Skull. It is the last video I made on my channel, so it'll pop up first in my videos if you go to my video list. Let me take a look. Let me make sure that's the exact wording. How my brain fell out of my skull. I thought that was pretty catchy, but it's pretty straightforward and it's pretty honest. It's not clickbait. It's very real. It's very honest. It can be life-threatening, yes. It could also not be life-threatening. It's, we'll see. If I protect myself, Pranav, if I don't injure myself, if I don't try lifting heavy weights, if I don't get in a car accident, if I don't sleep on my side, if I don't do the things that hurt it, like, it's very, very sensitive, you know? So, like, lifting weights above my head or out like this, a 6-pound weight, just 6-pound weighted ball. Doing that, I ended up with migraines for 2 weeks. And I don't know, I think I slept on my neck one night and all of a sudden I was having chest palpitations. My legs filled up with water. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't catch my breath. So, like, I have to be very, very careful of my neck and protect that space right there because it is, like, very crowded and very inflamed. If I inflame it more and crowd that space, it affects everything. It affects my breathing. It affects my heart rate. It affects my balance. It could affect the fact I could get paralysis. So, yeah, it could affect my breathing and my heart. Like, my heart is healthy, but the cerebellum affects your heart rate. So I have to be very careful. And if it gets too inflamed, they would remove part of my skull. And then I wouldn't have anything there to protect it. I would have to probably get a little digitally printed thing to wear right here. Some kind of like thing that could go I made a joke that I would get a helmet that looks like a turtle shell, but they can laser print something that I can wear on my neck to like cover that area. My own little external shell. Oh, well, thank you, Lithium. Thank you, Kay. I am, and Peter, it's very similar to that. No, it's very similar to that. I'm not joking. It's very similar to spina bifida. Part of my brain is on the outside of my skull. I thought you would understand. It's called Chiari malformation. It is very similar to spina bifida. It's not a joke. You can look it up before you go judging people. Of all people, someone with spina bifida, I would think you would understand that you would know that there are people that have parts of their body that are on the outside of where they shouldn't be. It's called Chiari malformation. It's spelled Chiari. Chiari. Chiari malformation, and it's where the cerebellum is dropped out of the skull. When I say falls out of the skull, it's drops out of the skull, same thing. Drops out of the skull, is located out of the skull. It is not all the way in the skull. It is on the outside of the skull. Part of it is. There's mild cases and there's more major cases. Mine is kind of mild, moderate. And I had never heard of it either. I had heard of Chiari, but I didn't know that that's what that was. I had heard of the name Chiari. Many years ago, I watched this television show. This lady said she had 3 kids, all born with Chiari. But I was picturing it K-I because of the sound. I didn't picture it C-H. I pictured it with a K. And I totally forgot about that and didn't pay it much mind because I never thought in a million years it had anything to do with me. Never. And then the other day I was like, I have never heard of anyone with this. Never. And then I was like, oh my gosh, that one show. That lady had 3 kids with this. Brain MRI, Peter. Yeah. So I have a reverse curve of my neck genetically. I have scoliosis as well, and my tailbone faces the wrong way too. So I just have like, my whole skeletal system is like facing the wrong ways and stuff. And because of the neck not supporting the skull the way it's supposed to, because my neck goes like this and not like this, it just went into that spinal cavity. There's a little opening at the bottom of your skull. And the cerebellum dropped out of that little opening. And I say fell, but fell, dropped, slipped. I asked the doctor, I said, you mean my brain's falling out of my head? Because I was in shock and I joke to cope with things. And she was like, yeah. I didn't ask any questions. I didn't go, what does that mean? What is it? What? I was in shock. I was like, okay. I just went, you mean my brain's falling out of my head? And she goes, yeah. And I was like, all right. And then I went home and cried. Thank you, K135. Hi, Manal. I know, right, Liam? And like, I've always felt like I know I have neck pain, but I've always felt like there was something in there. Like I was saying, it felt like there's like somebody put a brick in there when I would hurt it. when I would injure it. Like something didn't feel right in there. Well, part of my brain's in there. Thank you, Pranav. Yeah, so that brick feeling is kind of going away. It now just feels like an egg. Not like smaller. Feels more like this. Before it was feeling like this when I injured myself. Because I was trying to lift weights before the diagnosis, you guys. I didn't know. I just thought I had a stiff neck. And I had done like physical therapy and I was like, well, I'll just do my stretches and I'll work out. If I do my stretches, I'll be fine. I didn't know I could paralyze myself. Even though I had past paralysis, I thought I was fine. I thought I was past it. I thought, well, I'm healed. I beat it. The chiropractor fixed me. I just have a stiff neck. I have a really sensitive neck. That's what I thought. And I knew I was having pain in the brain and like that really, really bad feeling in my neck. But I pushed for the brain MRI because of that pain. And they found it. Was not expecting it. I didn't think, my brain feels like it's fallen out here. I didn't say that. I didn't say, can you check to see if my brain fell out? That was not even a, I didn't even know that could happen. I had no clue. I was not expecting that. I thought I had, like, was going to have an aneurysm or something because of the pain I was having right here. I was like, it feels like it's going to explode. So they checked, and this part was fine. This part was not. They said this part is from the occipital nerve running past an old injury. It's just sensitive. Hi, Skeleton. What's up? Shout out to you. Let's put you on the board. Skeleton. Yeah, my neck is killing me right now. But it's a lot better than it was. Thank you, Skeleton. I'm going to the gym. We're just going to make that a 5 instead of $4.99. It's just easier. Skeleton is on the board. W's in the chat for Skeleton. How are you doing, Skeleton? If you want your name read, now is the time to put your W's. Thank you, K135. Thank you, Pranav. Thank you, Rin. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Manal. And Peter, how are you doing with your spina bifida? By the way, are you still here? Thank you, Rich. Thank you, Laura, my tunes. Thank you, May. Welcome back. Thank you for the compliments, you guys. Thank you, Nene's World. Hi, Carmilla. Thank you, Carmilla. Thank you, Skeleton. I appreciate you. Yo, Azdichi. Thank you, Skeleton. How you doing, Wazdichi? I'm going to the gym, you guys. Oh, well, thank you. A penny, you know what? If you can't appreciate a penny, you don't deserve $1. Thank you, Skeleton. Thank you, I appreciate it, Pranav. Thank you. I am not going to be lifting any weights, especially until my neck and my brain have recovered. Like, no more headaches and no more neck pain. I always have neck pain, but like this neck pain. Because I had the migraines for 2 weeks. So we're gonna do the lower half of the body and stretching. And then like maybe next week I might do just like arm movements, but no weights yet. And then the next week, 1 pound weights. One. Like I have 2 pound weights and I was fine with those. It was the 6 pound medicine ball that I put in front of me like this and my neck went. At the 2 pound weights, I'm fine with. Like this, it doesn't do anything to my neck. This, nothing to my neck. This, that was too much. Thank you, Osdici. Thank you, May. Thank you, K135. Thank you, Skeleton. All right, guys. Let's see the gym fit. There she is. Thank you so much. I have enjoyed the positivity from you guys this morning. It does look like I was crying. It's probably from the eye cream. Sometimes I get it a little too close to the tear ducts. Or sometimes I get a little misty-eyed, and then when I touch it, that gets the eye cream close to the tear ducts. But I am fine. I'm doing well. I'm doing swell. And speaking of swole, okay, anyways, I'll see you guys a little bit later. Love you guys. Thank you so much for chilling with me. Bye. Thank you, Sam.